So when I say it was a good weekend, it was a hell of a weekend. Let me go ahead and tell you. Welcome back to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, Dan. Can you make that out?
It looks good.
It says I played at a new club this weekend, by the way. Not my regular little podunk joint. I played at Sweetham's Golf Club. Sweetham's Cove Golf Club.
Sweetham's Cove.
I mean, that's what the glass says. Who am I to argue with it? It's and apparently it's not fake news. I mean, if it's on the glass, it's on the glass. What are you going to do?
Is that one of the Hawaiian burger joints?
I don't think so. Well, it could be. It definitely could be. So at Sweetens, by the way, if you haven't played in the Midsummer Skirmish, this is 2 years, the second year they've done it. I didn't play last year. I will be playing again next year if they have it. I don't know why they wouldn't. I mean, it went off it was like Bonnaroo at a golf course. Don't ask me what I ingested. I can't disclose on air. Just can't say that. But what a good time, man. A couple of great bands. Food truck is rocking. A lot of bourbon flowing. The Cigar Don, he was just handing stuff out left and right. Fantastic time in the Sequatchie Valley. Midsummer Skirmish. Put it on the calendar for 2024. Maybe I'll see you there.
Nice.
And unlike Keegan Bradley, I did not bring home a victory trophy, by the way. Congrats, AJ. I think AJ walked away with the belt. I don't know who else. I don't know. I should have made better notes. Nevertheless, Keegan Bradley getting it done at the Travelers, hometown boy, kind of pulling it off, and shows up, man. Stumbles a little, staggers a little. Reminded me a lot of myself on Sunday. I was watching the replay of this. I staggered a little bit as well coming down the stretch on Sunday. Let me just go ahead and say that. I may have staggered more often than that, but I definitely I know where Keegan was coming from, except I didn't really have a chance to win.
Well, we're going to go down this road, are we?
Oh yeah, we're going down this road. Speaking of, one Rory McIlroy finishing in T7. He says that TPC River Highlands. He says that technology has outpaced this place. We got to move on. Got to find a new track.
Oh, is that right? Because the people in my circle, you say Keegan stumbled a little bit on Sunday. The people in my circle have been telling me that Rory should be sponsored by Chick-fil-A because he's closed on Sunday.
Well, we won't have to worry about him this week at the Rocket Mortgage. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Lots of controversy in golf still yet. I mean, you've got Rory making these. I mean, go poster child of the PGA Tour, can do absolutely nothing wrong. So now he's taking illegal drops in major championships. He's shit talking golf courses about how technology has outpaced these, and we got to rein them back. I mean, Keegan, he was only 23 under for the tournament. I mean, Rory can't break get in the 20s. I know. Maybe he ought to be showing up, but maybe he's feeling the pressure. Maybe he's feeling the pressure from the release of the PGA Tour and the PIF. And they said, hey, we're allowing people to resubmit or submit their application to get their card back. I mean, I'm looking at a leaderboard here. Zach Blair shooting 8 under on Sunday. It's going to take a hell of a lot more than that. By the way, nice pick last week with Brian Harman coming in, finishing T2. That's a solid one.
Lefty Haven.
Ches, the Ches man, looking good once again. Scotty Scheffler. Scotty's just kind of floating around back there, man. When are we going to see a pop from Scotty? What's up with that?
That putter gets hot, man. It's all about that putter, you know. I mean, tee to green, he's there, but what did he do tee to green last week? I don't know. Can we see? I don't know. I probably can't see because he's not playing this week, right?
Scotty is not. No, but he was T4 last week. So, hey, we'll see where we get to. Who else? Anybody else of note? Maybe. I don't have a lean yet, but he's definitely in the stable of Justin Thomas. Opens with a 70, shoots a 62 on Saturday, closes with a 67 on Sunday, finishes T9. And everybody's dogging out JT. Now, I mean, this guy, Win DC, wins one fucking major, and now JT has got to mark his ball from 80 yards out. So another hot mic moment by yours truly. I didn't hear that he lost any sponsorships over this one, so kept the slurs to a dull roar, other than throwing an F-bomb out there. I don't know. Maybe we got something. We'll talk a little more. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was funny too. I thought it was good.
It made me laugh. It made me laugh.
Not only is it funny, I mean, I think it's a good call out. It's like, really, dude? Really?
Yeah.
Really? That's what you want me to do? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Who's going to be here this week? We'll get into that. I just Jimmy Walker, another miscut.
Oh,
I'm thinking, like, is Jimmy? I thought Rocket Mortgage might have been a place to use Jimmy. We'll talk about that a little more in a minute. Who else? Billy Horschel. I mean, two days of that guy's plenty. Anybody else that kind of lots of miscuts there. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. What else is going on in the golf? What did I miss? I mean, I was in a cocoon of smoke and bourbon at Sweetham's Cove Golf Club this weekend. What did I miss?
I think you hit most of the high notes there. I mean, runaway tournament. I mean, you picked Keegan last week. You just said, hey, he's gonna play well up there in the Northeast.
Yeah.
That's where you had a good pick on him. Good tournament overall. Exactly what I kind of expected out of it. Who got me last? I think Streelman, got me last week on DFS. That was a little. He likes that place a lot too. But I did really well on that. And then we had the US Open, and then we went Travelers. And then Monday, maybe it was Sunday or Monday, we get the framework of the new PIF PGA Tour.
Yep.
So was Jay sick? Did he have a health issue during the US Open, or did he play hooky so he could work on his new contract?
I just got attacked by something. I don't know. I don't know if he still got the sniffles or not. But I mean, they're releasing news. Somebody, I mean,
they got the framework of the contract. It's like he just said, I have US Open, F you, I'm gonna go write this contract and get paid.
he is going to be the new CEO of Newco, right? The for-profit arm of this new merger. I guess, I mean, at his age, I mean, it's like, hey, you gotta take the money when you can, right? I mean, it's completely a money grab. So why wouldn't you do that?
Yep.
I didn't really see anything in the notes that was like, other than what they'd already said. I mean, I think, they've got to have everything finalized by the end of the year.
Yep.
They're allowing the live guys to apply for their card, to get their card back. They said they're going to do, I don't know what they say. Oh, they're going to, in good faith. I don't know how much good faith it still exists there, but in good faith, they're going to accept their application and they're going to do the right thing. It's like, okay, well, I can tell you, I can start naming names about who's going to get their card back on the PGA Tour. I'm going to be happy to have when I say I'm going to be happy to have the color back on the PGA Tour. Or who do you think the first rivalry is going to be? Who's going to be the new Bryson and Brooks with the live guys and the PGA Tour?
It's got to be Rory and somebody, right? So it's got to be one of the loyalists that defended the honor of the PGA Tour. So it'd be like Rory, and his nemesis is probably going to be
Like DJ.
DJ won't he won't fight back.
He's
right?
not going to engage.
Not
Yeah,
gonna
he's
care.
no, he's busy. He's
And
busy.
Brooksy and Rory are too good of friends, so that
That ain't going to happen.
You know, and plus Brooks outranks him now.
That's also true. Do you think Phil is going to apply for his card?
I hope so. I hope so.
So do I.
Let me see. Who would it be?
Could it be Rory and Bryson? I mean, I don't know if Bryson's like that outspoken that he's going to like take. Like, I mean, I guess he kind of, but I think it was just Bryson being Bryson during the Brooks and Bryson whatever they were doing. I mean, I don't think it was like
It could be Cam Smith. The mullet comes alive.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he wants to let's go drink a beer and let's go fishing, mate, and throw another shrimp on the barbie. I don't know if I'm buying that or not. Maybe I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know what they're going to do to build this energy to I mean, did we get a little resurgence of Patrick?
Could be Rory versus John Rahm.
Well, maybe
Rahm. For everything I'm getting from online is Rahm wants to go to Live because he likes those guys. He misses Sergio. He misses Phil. He loves those guys. I think he wanted to go.
I would say that is probably a true statement. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Well, it's interesting enough. We'll see where we get to with that. I don't know who it's going to be, but I think it's got to be somebody that is currently that's playing the Live Tour. And like, I don't think it's going to be Spieth. I don't think it's going to be JT. Yeah. By the way, who's JT's PR guy? Person.
I know, right?
Gonna need to figure that out. Because if it's dad is not doing a good job of keeping him under wraps.
Yeah.
Or maybe he is. And maybe that was planned and scheduled. But hey, before we head to Detroit Motor City, are you excited about the match 8 that's coming up?
I don't know if I've ever heard who's in it.
I don't know that I did either until I don't know, maybe it was Sunday somebody was talking about it. So we got Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. And so it's NBA versus, I guess, NFL versus NBA. So it's Mahomes and Kelce versus Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
And they're back at the Wynn. It's another abbreviated tournament. I think it's 13 holes, whatever it was last time, maybe 11. But they're definitely not playing a full 18. Lots of shenanigans in between. And I think that it's going to air, I think it's tomorrow night, I do believe. I could be completely wrong. I don't think it's happened yet. And I think it's going to be happening. So 12 holes. And well, this I'm not going to call this right around, but he's pretty much says everything about except for when it's going to be played. We got where, we know what, and we know who. But I got nothing. I think it's tomorrow. It's this week. I think it's
actually tomorrow. We don't even know what it is about.
Have you heard anything about the match?
Are you going? Of course I am.
Well, that's why I'm trying to get this thing over with. I got a flight to catch. But as long as it's not delayed, I hear air travel is a little rough right now. I went commercial. I didn't go private this time. So,
oh, good.
That'll teach me a lesson. Mm-hmm. You know, gotta save money where we can. Yeah. Had you heard anything about the match 8?
I think I heard a little bit about it, but not much at all.
Not much.
That thing died with Phil. I mean, when Phil went away, the whole thing just kind of went away. I mean, and Tiger, right? But
so is it done? Is this it? Is this the last match 8? They're going to have to revive this thing in some fashion, right?
I would say no. And the reason I say no is they do it on off hours without, they don't have crap on anyway, right? And these guys are all doing it for charity. So if you can get 4 NBA players to go do something for free, no. Or NFL players to go do something for free, no. I mean,
Actually, it's going to be Thursday. It's Thursday night, Thursday evening on TNT.
but don't you agree? You know, like these guys are doing this thing for charity, and
It is, no. I mean, good.
Well, that's a great idea, though. That's a great idea.
Good cause.
Why don't we start our own television channel? We can do it on DirecTV, or we can do it on. Let's do it on YouTube TV, Charity TV.
Isn't that called Live Golf?
Charity TV.
Sponsored by the PIF. I mean, maybe it's not, but that's kind of. I'm just saying that's what I'm thinking. Hold on, who's going to be there? Catherine Tappan. Draymond Green's going to be. I guess he's going to be there chatting along. Von Miller's going to be there again. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'm interested or not. Good for them and good for the charity. That's what I'll say. I don't know. It's lost. It's we got NFL and NBA guys now. We've gotten away from golf, and it's called the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am Classic, or whatever the hell it's called. I mean, that's we already got one of those. We don't need one. And they do it in we're late in Tahoe every year too. I don't know. We'll get primetime golf.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got? We got to get to the Motor City Madmen.
Yeah, things are slowing down a little bit, right? We got a little bit of calm before the storm. What we got this week? We got Rocket, and then next week we got the Scottish, and then the Open.
John Deere, and the Scottish next week.
John Deere and Scottish both, and then the Open.
And then the Open. Yeah, I mean, so for the folks that don't get a chance to go play the, that haven't qualified for the Open, they'll be playing the John Deere. So it'll be a riveting. I don't know what our schedule is going to be like next week. 4th of July falls on a weird thing. We'll figure that out, but it'll be an abbreviated show, and I may do it drunk on the lake. How do you feel about that? Throwing beads at people.
I thought you already were.
Well, let's not get into that. For those that are not watching, I mean, they might not have any idea. By the way, if you are watching and or listening, you should you should subscribe, you should tell a friend, and leave a comment. Where are you going? What are you going to be doing for 4th of July?
There you go.
I'm going to go drink bourbon and cruise around I'm going to ride around the lake. I don't cruise around the lake when I'm drinking, so I'll let somebody else do that. Jesus, take the wheel. All right. Are we ready for the Rocket Mortgage DraftKings lineup, Dan?
I think we are. Let's get on Fantasy National, right?
I think we should be. Yeah, fantasynational.com, the Rocket Mortgage Classic. By the way, if you don't want to listen to this shit, fast forward to the end of the show. I'm going to tell you some of my favorite places, because a lot of people, I don't know that they have a great opinion of Detroit. The things that Rocket and the firm has done in the city of Detroit, absolutely fantastic, and some great restaurants downtown. And I mean, there's some and great cocktail bars. I mean, there's some do not miss here. So we're at Detroit Golf Club in Detroit, Michigan. By the way, Madamski used to be he was a pro there. Let's just say. I think that's where he started his career.
Nice.
Oddly enough. Par 72. Die season is over for the time being. We are now at Donald Ross season. Again, par 72. We're just under 7,400 yards. We're on bent grass greens. From what we've seen here in the past, they've been playing since 2019. So here's a few names. Tony Finau won last year. I think this was a back-to-back win for him, back-to-back tournament win. Patrick Cantlay, runner-up. Taylor Pendrith, runner-up. Cam Young, runner-up. Now, he will not be making any cards or any lineups of mine this week. Probably means you ought to play him. Cam Davis, 21. Bryson DeChambeau over Matt Wolff in 2020. And Nate Lashley over Doc Redman in 2019. That's who's winning. Just based on that, this is absolutely a driver's paradise. It's bomb and gouge all the way. And they've been getting a little bit of weather up there. So I think the course is even going to favor the long hitters more. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be another birdie fest, just like we saw at the Travelers this week. So Dan, in the elite golfers, do we got to go 10,000? Let's go 9,000 and up. 9,000 and up. Starting out with one Tony Finau. Where are you heading?
Finau, I mean, T45, Travelers, T32, cut, T70. I mean, he's taken those wins and he's kind of like, yeah, I'm done for the year. What do you think?
I think he's done for the year. I think mail it in.
I got my card. I'm good.
He was educating folks on a Hawaiian language earlier today on Golf Channel, and I don't know. I mean, here's the thing: at 12.5% ownership, a little bit interested, but I don't think I'm going to go there. I think I'm out of the $10,000. Well, I say that I'm out on Finau, Collin Morikawa. I don't know. Is there interest there? I don't know if there's interest from him in winning the golf tournament. So I'm probably out there. In our model that we have, looking at the last 24 rounds on Fantasy National, there he is, Bucky, model rank number one.
Yep,
model rank number one. What are we doing with Bucky? Are we letting it roll at 20%? You're probably going to win the friggin' tournament, right?
Oh yeah. I'm all in on Bucky. I think he's probably going to go one and done this week. This is an interesting tournament because you got a commercial event, right? And then you got the battle of the titans of who is the new number one branded guy. And you got number one here, Rickie, got 18 model rank Max Homa. They're going head to head. Who are you picking?
Oh, I'm Bucky all day.
Bucky all day.
Give me it, even at 20% ownership and Homa at 11%. Homa coming off of 2 back-to-back missed cuts. Now at the Schwab T9, Wells Fargo T8, I do think this course is going to set up a lot like what we saw at Wells and at the PGA Championship. But no, I'm Bucky all day long, man. There's something to be said here. He's there's something happening, and I think it's playing right into the storyline.
Yeah, I'm always on Bucky too. It sounds like, we thought Max was going to be the new Fowler, and then now Max is kind of taking a step back since like the big boy, the boys are back in town.
Max is the old Fowler, is what he is. He's not the new Fowler. He's the old Fowler. He needs to get some of those copper-plated Cobra irons. I heard they were working for old Bucky. You know who I am interested in this week?
Geeky. Mark me.
T9 at Travelers. We do have a pair of miscuts. T14 at Wells Fargo. I don't really know what's going on with JT. I haven't heard anything that's like there's no call outs, right? I mean, he's not making excuses. Well, he's making excuses for having to mark his ball, but he's not making excuses about his golf swing. So, I mean, at 14%, that might be a starting point for me in the $10,000 and higher range is JT. Again, he's on the cusp of being a one and done play for me, but we'll see where that gets to.
Yeah.
You're probably in on Tom. You're probably in on the Asian persuasion here, aren't you? For the next 3 guys.
I was really kind of between Bucky and Tom Kim for my one and done because Bucky's been playing so well, and this is the Rocket. I think he's still sponsored by Rocket, right?
I think so. Yes.
So I'm like, yeah, it's just like he could definitely break out here. He played well last week. Is he tired? He might be a little tired, but you know what? I have faith in the Yeti for Bucky. Have you seen the Yeti springing around?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Is that the 46? Is that the 46 ounce one?
Got my Yeti right here. Well, Sweetens Cove Golf Club Yeti.
Is that I think it's 46 ounce, the big old Yetis, got the stickers
It's a
on
big
it.
one. It's a big
Yeah,
one.
yeah. You know, it reminds me of, I think, was it that thing, Necessary Roughness, you know, where they had the football in the
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
They had to
Sure.
they always had to kind of get in the fumble it. We should try to, next time we see Bucky, we got to try to get in the fumble the Yeti. What do you think?
I think I like his strategy. When I'm at Sweetens Cove Golf Club, I always carry a bottle of bourbon around with me. That way I remind myself to drink.
There you go.
You don't want to get dry there. You get dry there, you never know. You could get offended. So you got to stay on par with everybody else.
So I mean, so back to the, so I was in on like maybe Tom Kim, right? I was between Tom Kim and Bucky. I think I'm going to take Bucky as my one and done. But Tom Kim, T38 at Travelers, T8 at the U.S. Open, that birdie fest there, and T34 at the AT&T Byron Nelson. So Memorial and the PGA Championship, both tougher courses, but I think Tom could get it going here.
Well, the field isn't tough. I mean, this is probably one of the better fields that we scratched the COVID tournament that they had. Outside of that, this is probably one of the better fields that they've had, probably the best field that they've had. And Tom Kim finished his 7th last year.
Yep.
So there you go. And conditions absolutely changed. I would have been off of him other than what I saw last week. And, I'm like, well, okay, maybe, and at the Open, more importantly. So, maybe there is something there. By the way, JT, this will be his first showing here. Hello, commitment. So, and maybe his last showing here, by the way, because I don't think they'll be held to the same standards or at least the same requirement of number of golf tournaments played next year. I did no way in hell do I see that happening. Hideki, he withdraw WD in 21, T21 in 20, T13 in 19. I mean, maybe he's probably top 5 player in the field. Probably. I don't know that his 9,600 is it different than where Collin Morikawa is right now at 10-6. And as far as the golfer that we're getting, I don't think so.
No.
Sunjae Im, there was something happening there that I wasn't really into, but as of late, I can't. We got three missed cuts out of his last 5 tournaments.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. But back to Hideki for a sec. I could see him just running away with. Is the course too easy for him? For everybody, because he's been playing great golf.
I totally agree. Cam Davis, I think this could be. Hold on, Cam Davis won in 21. Why isn't that showing? I'm looking at something different.
Is Cam Champ playing this week?
He is, and he's very affordable.
He plays well here.
Cam Davis, by the way, T14 last year, and then he won as mentioned in 2021. So there's probably something there. So $9,000 and higher. Give me a couple people that you're going with that you're going to play.
Hideki, Tom Kim, Keegan, and Harris. I like all those guys. Cam Davis is the one I probably would be out on. Sunjae I'd be out on. Yeah, there you go.
Harris English. You think we're going back to Harris? T60 last week, T8 at the Open, T52, T12.
Coming off the U.S. Open at T8. That place took all of his energy out. He was what was he? Wasn't he top 5 there for a while at the U.S. Open?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That definitely floundered towards the end though. Yeah, for me, I think it's Cam Davis, and if I'm throwing it around and trying to get a little risky, I think JT might be a play for me. I think there was my 2 in the $9,000 and higher range. So $8,000. Who you got? I got a lot of them. Going back to Brian Harman this week.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%. Especially that ownership. Look at that, 6.4. I like Brian Harman. Stepan. Yes, right?
Yeah, I'm not against it. I think that. We could build a lineup in the $8,000 range, and we'll have to go a little lower than that. But I think that with ownership, goes, I mean, Chris Kirk.
Smalley, been on.
Yeah, Chris Kirk's on a run of his cut, so I don't know that that's a play. I mean, but this could be a breakout place for him. I mean, this could be a field, this could be a course that he shows up and he gets things turned around and he's moving forward at 10%. I don't know, probably not. Probably need to be a little, probably want something a little more aggressive than that. But yeah, been on, I think so. I mean, the putter's shit right now, but and the greens are small here. So, I mean, that could be something that gets switched around. So here's the other one that I'm flirting around with for my one and done. I think I've got two choices. And the lower half of the lower portion of the $8,000 range in Ben On, Adam Hadwin, and Austin Eckroat. I think Austin Eckroat's, I think he's close. He ranks out model number 4 in the last 24 rounds for this course. Everybody else likes him too at almost 18% ownership, but that could be that could be a place. Who, by the way, I do like Sepp Straka. I think I got him at 45-1 for a first round leader. I could see that kind of popping off.
Good. Yep.
But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, pick them. Who are you just staying away from completely?
Oh, who am I staying away from completely? I don't know if I have anybody here I really hate.
I don't either. And I'm looking at I mean, Hadwin at 6% ownership, Hoagie at less than 4. I mean, that what's it? Hold on, what's Hoagie doing here? What's the track record look like for Hoagie? All right, I'm out on Hoagie. Paramis cuts T64. Chris Kirk plays really well here. T17, T12, T21. Adam Hadwin, T37, miscut, and T4. Straka's couple of miscuts, T8, T11. Jaeger, 5th last year. Yeah, there's lots of options. I don't know. I think Kirk may be a lean for me. And then Austin Eckroat did miss the cut here in 21, but I think we got a new Austin Eckroat. So I think that's a play.
All right. I think so too.
$7,000 range. Taylor Moore finished 6th here last year. Aaron Rye, I think it's his first outing, and that's probably where I'm starting at in this range. What's Aaron Rye's ownership?
11.8.
Yeah, that's he's a definite play for me. I mean, this has got RBC Canadian written all over it.
Yeah.
So he's a play. Who else do you like in the $7,000 range? Other than a lot of people.
Let's see. Get down here a little further. I mean, I played Hubs last week and he really let me down, but I like Hubs.
I do too. I think we go back to him. I think that the miscuts are probably in our favor in that people may get off of him, but I think this is an absolute get back on him. 13% ownership. I absolutely like that.
Gim.
I'm totally in on Gim. Here's who's screwing me up is Brandon Wu. Miscut, T9, miscut, T23.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to go down that road. I want to get on it early. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm with you. I like Gim. I think that's a play. Sam Stevens. I mean, I'm going to lean on this miscut at Travelers, and something may turn around at the Rocket. I'm probably out on Nate Lashley. I mean, although he's won here, I think I'm out on him. What are we going to do with your man? Shays.
Play him. Look at that T4 last week.
I know. Not only was it a T4 last week. Well, let me ground you on this one. 2 outings here, missed the cut both times.
Yeah, maybe not.
I may sprinkle them around just because.
You consider the course to be more of a bomber's course.
I think it absolutely is, but I mean,
Bryson, it's Cam Champ, and those guys do well here, right?
Indeed, they do. What about CT Pan? I mean, extremely low ownership. Missed a cut last week. T3 and 4 in previous outings. I don't know if he's hurt or not. I think I mentioned this last week. I got to figure out what's wrong with him. I think there's something. I don't know that there's an injury. I haven't seen anything. There could be something happening there.
Yeah, I agree.
Who else do we like in the? What about? Are we gonna go Akshay? We're gonna roll that one. Mexico Open 4th.
Oh yeah.
Bombers course.
Yeah, I think so. I think Akshay is a good pick.
Wells Fargo T43. I mean, I'll take T43 at $7,000, 7.5% ownership.
Yep.
I think he's good, and I think just below him at Kevin Yu ranks out model 14. I think that's a play also.
And then you got Cam Champ, $7,000.
God, you sucker for that. I hope he wears those shoes.
What's his course history?
Hope he wears those shoes that you like so much. Cam Champ at $7,000. T20, miscut, T12, and T46.
Not bad.
It's
he's the kind of guy just pops out of nowhere with this course.
I think that's the thing that's going to happen. I mean, this is a course that you can just show up and pop at.
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta send our boy a message and see what's going on. We got 5 miscuts. I don't know that I can get. I mean, course history here is T10, T25, T39, T64 at $6,900. I'll take it. I don't know what's happening though.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's a little concerning. He'll bounce back. We got confidence in him, but I'm not sure if he's hurt or just about things on his mind. I would have thought he would have done well at Travelers. It's kind of a course that sets up pretty good for him.
I would think so too.
And Schwab, I mean, Memorial, US Open, some of those are challenging courses. But yeah, hopefully he bounces back. Hey, you know what? Get him back on the pot. We are always good luck for him. I think
that is a good point.
It's his fault.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
You got to come rub the genie every once in a while.
I like where your head's at. I like where your head's at. All right, so we're
You let him know. Say Dan says it's your fault.
The bot is going to start. The messages are on the way.
Yep.
That's all I can say. So I snuck us into the $6,000 range. So give me a few more. Like who are our $6,000 darlings? Where are we heading here?
Let's see. I mean, Novak's not bad.
It's dirty down here. It's real dirty.
Andrew
dirty.
But last week, T9 at the Canada Open, T40 at Charles Schwab, 67th Byron, 49th at Mexico. Off the tee, 97. It's not great, but on approach, 28, 23rd on around the green and 17th putting. I got to play some pretty damn good golf.
Okay. No? Yeah, I'm not arguing with you. I'm okay. Yes. Oof. Boy, numbers don't look good down here. Let's see. What's the track record look like? Who we got that we like? I mean, Stallings obviously, but
well, of course.
What about Redmond? Where's Redmond? What's he done? What's Redmond's recent form look like?
Couple miscuts, T30 at Byron, and some more miscuts. Not great. Off the T43rd, that's not terrible.
Charlie Hoffman T10 last year.
Didn't Danny Willett play well here a couple years ago? What's his course history?
Not bad. T67, T67, and T4.
Yeah, T4. I thought I remembered that.
So he's got a few missed cuts though under his belt, right?
Yeah, but this I'd throw some down on that. I'd allocate some capital there.
What does Troy Merritt look like? What's recent for him? T14, T2, T8 in his last 3 outings here.
Well, how much is he? You're going
$6,500. Oh, I'm digging deep. Digging deep.
Troy Merritt. You got him. Miss a lot of miscuts.
What's Russell Knox done? Did he just get his card back, or did he just get played on through the he is 6,300. Is that what he is? 6,200. Russell Knox. And it doesn't suck. 49 last week.
Yeah. Okay. Missed the cut at Canada, 72nd. Couple missed cuts. Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna have to go down here, but I mean, I feel like there's a lot of names down here that could be. I mean, Brian Stewart. Good Lord, what's happened to him? Who else we got? Richie Wawrinski. What's Wawrinski doing at $6,200? What's his recent form?
Missed the cut, 65th in Canada. Missed the cut, 11th at Nelson. That's not bad.
Ryan Armour, 6,300.
Couple missed cuts, T50 Byron, T56 Wells.
All right, I'm good. You good?
I'm getting there. Just trying to see if there's anybody down here that's kind of a hidden gem.
I mean, Lanto. What about Lanto at $6,600? What's T25 and 21, T21 and 2020? Henrik Norlander, T30, T38, and T12.
Yeah, Norlander could be a good play. He's been playing decent recently. T72 Canada, missed the cut. T34, T47, not bad.
Tyler Duncan at 6,600, T44, T52, and T53. All missed cuts. Right.
What about Zach Blair? Glossing over T2 last week, are we?
That T2 came from something that happened on Sunday that Rory McIlroy said, fake news, bitches, fake news.
All right.
Hold on. If I mentioned it earlier, sorry, I've been drinking.
Yeah.
I'm still on a bender from the weekend. What about the Hoff?
Oh, you did mention earlier, but I don't know if we dug in. No, but I don't know if we dug in. So miscut, and then T49, miscut, T55, T22, 3.3% projected ownership, model rank 62 at $6,800. Not bad. Yeah, I mean, it's a play.
T10 here last year.
Yeah, I'd play it. Let's do it.
All right, let's throw something together. Let's see what we got. Well, let me go ahead and pick my guy right here, by the way. Shit, I'm so torn. I don't know if I want JT or if I want Eckroat.
I'm definitely buying a Yeti bottle, though, just like Buck. They should make a Bucky Fowler Yeti thing with all the same. Like you buy the jersey, you know.
Ooh, I know it. I know a guy.
No, guy.
All right, hold on. I'm getting closer.
Harrison English is out.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's I don't know if I was warm on it. You were a little warm on him.
Patrick Rogers is out too.
Rogers is out. Yeah, Rogers is out for sure. All right. Well, where do you want to start?
You pick it. You pick it.
So Eckroat's ownership's pretty high.
No, you like Rye. You like Aaron Rye?
I do like Aaron Rye. Yeah, Aaron Rye. Yeah,
right.
That's a good start. You want to go back on Brian Harman? Let me see what Harman's done here. Hold on.
Pricey.
He's $8,800 and he's got a pair of missed cuts. So no, thank you. I'm out.
What about Kirk?
Kirk. mind you, is I mean, course history says yes. Recent form says maybe. What's his ownership? At $8,500.
Give me a second. Where we at? 8,500, 10.2.
Yeah.
It's not the highest, but yeah, it's good, right?
No, I'm in. Eckroat's like at 17 or 18, right?
How much is he?
$7,000, $8,000, 8,000. Sorry.
18%.
All right.
We'll go.
Well, I think it's either him or JT for me.
Let's come back to it.
Let's go ahead and pick Ben on while we're down here. You good with that?
Oh yeah.
All right. He's like 80.
There, I got him.
8,200.
Yep.
All right. So we got to dip down if we're going to go north. You want to get back on Hubs?
Yeah, let's do Hubs.
I think that's a good play. You want to go, what about the Gimster? Hold on. Gim or Stevens?
Let's take a look.
Because we're at 9,000. Let's see. Let me see where that gets us.
Gim is at 12.4. Stevens at 6.8. Stevens missed a cut, but then had decent play. Gim's been on fire. I think we go Gim. But
all right.
What do you think on course history?
I think we go Gim regardless.
Gim. All right. All right.
Pick of the litter, man. You want who do you want? You want an ownership player? You want to just pick the winner?
Who do you think's the winner? Justin Thomas?
Could be. I could easily see Bucky and JT playing in the final round on Sunday.
Who do you want?
Well, you want Bucky. Let's pick Bucky.
All right, we'll pick Bucky. All right, that's a winner. That's a winner.
Eckroat for me in the one and done.
Okay. All right. And I am and I got Buck. I'm gonna win my own tournament, Romeo.
Let's see. All right, so I got him selected. Let me make sure that that's selected. And what does our standings look like? Let's see. Where did our fellas? Where'd the Chasing Daylight boys wind up? Let's see. Ooh, we've got picks. We got picks from Joe. Joe picked. So I'm at 10.3. Matthews at 8. Joe's at 7.6. Dan's at 6.3. Yeah, no, it's pretty good showing for me last week. I can't deny that.
We're right there. It's you're obviously leading, but it's anybody's game still. Anybody can get a little hot streak going.
I did come in last, by the way, with Sahith the Gala at $47,000. So that 1.8 really helped you along the way there, bud. So
yeah, that's good. Yeah. It made up for some of those crappy ones earlier with picking those rock stars and
horrible picks. So if you're ever in Detroit, couple of places. So the first one is the library. Hey, I was thinking, have we ever been in Detroit together? I think Minneapolis.
I've never been to Detroit.
Okay. So it's actually it's not the shithole that people say it is. Maybe at one time it was, I don't know. But like with everything that's going on with the Rocket and, everything else that he owns up there. He has invested a whole lot of money in that town. There's a high-rise building. So it's the building right beside where the library is. I don't know how many stories it is, 40 stories, 50 stories. And I think the dude bought it for, what's his name? Gilman. Yeah. Anyway, I think he bought it for like $45,000 or some shit. And it's, yeah. And then, and he basically took it and turned it into kind of a dorm style living for all the folks that he's, that he's given scholarships to and bringing into the city. And I mean, it's such a sweet little cocktail and restaurant. So the library is a must visit. It's fantastic. I thought it was fantastic. Ambiance, cocktails, everything's good. And then Last Chance is also another really good spot in Detroit. There's a and Morrow for a restaurant. Morrow is and it's a little, you can sit at the bar and it ain't as fancy. If you go to the table, it's a little fancier, but yeah, I've had a fantastic time every time that I've been to Detroit. I'm a big fan, as long as it's not October through say March. It's pretty shitty. It's pretty shitty up there that time of year.
Yeah, now's the time to be there. Yeah,
now's a great time. Yeah, fantastic time to be there. All right, what else we got? Jack Ryan came out.
Did it? When?
The new one. I don't know. I saw him on TV this morning talking about it. I guess it just came out, which I thought was a little weird. Like dropping that thing like right before the 4th of July. Maybe it's not out yet, but it's if it's not, it's on its way soon. I haven't watched it, but yeah, but I'm excited to wrap that up. Final season, by the way.
Final season. Wow.
So that's it. Moving on.
I thought they'd keep that thing going. Wow.
Moving on. What's his name? Wischendorf. Wigglerman. What's his name? Keselowski.
Yeah, okay.
The guy from The Office.
Yeah,
Jack Ryan.
John Krasinski. Yeah.
Krasinski.
John Krasinski.
Yeah. He no, they said so we're moving on. We got bigger and better fish to fry. So that's good. Oh, have you I don't know, have you watched From yet? The show? Like FROM?
About that one. I didn't watch Lost, so
okay. So then but it's not Lost, but it is like the scope of the show is very Lost-ish. So yeah. If you had no interest in watching Lost, like I have no interest in watching Succession or Succession, however you want to put it. And if it was Succession, I'd probably watch it on repeat. But since it's Succession, it's like, I don't even know what that means.
Exactly. So my guilty pleasure recently has been the new Seth Rogen show, Platonic, on Apple TV. Oh, makes me.
I haven't watched it yet. So, but I've seen it. Is it good?
Makes me fucking laugh. I mean, some people are like really out on stuff. Oh, he's been done so many times before, and I'm like, it makes me laugh, man. It was so freaking funny.
Okay, all right. So I got to watch it. Who's the actress in it with him?
Rose Byrne.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't know if you watched the Neighbors movies, like Neighbors 1 and Neighbors 2, where he was
Neighbors 1 for sure. Neighbors 2, I'm sure I watched it. I just lost my interest at some point whenever I passed out.
I don't think I saw either one of them, but apparently like there's very similar cast and similar kind of vibe and all that. I'm like, it's freaking fun. It's
what
fun.
What was the guy's name? Zach? Was it Zach something or
Zac Efron? Yeah.
Efron.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Very similar vibe to Platonic, but it's
okay.
It's freaking funny.
Oh, so speaking of, I'm glad so I didn't write it down, but I'm glad you mentioned it. I think I may screw it up, but it's who's the Eastbound and Down guy?
Danny McBride. Yeah, I need to catch up. Season 3's out, right? Yeah.
The Family Jewels. Holy shit.
Righteous Gemstones. Yeah.
The Righteous Gemstone. There is nothing, absolutely nothing that's appropriate or repeatable from that fucking show. I mean, it is. I mean, seriously, I can't believe that HBO is still allowed to play it. I mean, I love it. I think it's funny as shit. And when you say Seth is making you laugh, like Eastbound and Down as a preacher is making me fucking horse laugh over here. And there is absolutely nothing that is repeatable. Nothing. Not even. I mean, there's more stuff that's. Yeah, it's not. It's a horrible show. Nice. If anybody with you is sensitive, do not put that shit on because it's repulsive. and I love it. I
No.
think it is so good.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I got to get caught up there. I'm not caught up yet, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be one more trip to Sweeten's Club golf course.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. All right. We'll see what's happening next week. I'm sure we'll be on at some point, but it could be a little abbreviated. Got a big holiday. God bless America. And what else you got, Dan?
That's it, man. Cheers.